How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. So right before this, my mom told me, she said, have a happy face and smile on the phone. Pretty sure she meant camera. Anyways, I was wondering, what is some of the best or worst advice that you guys have gotten like right before a show? Really bad
I think in terms of like advice that's kind of stuck around came from Karrie's sister. I was going through some like really like intense like vocal strain where every morning after the show I'd be like, oh, I've got vocal nodes or I've got vocal whatever you call them. I can't sing ever again. Like Karrie talked to her sister and she's like, oh, like you just need to like warm up more. And I always thought warming up was like the whole thing, and it kind of, in a way it is, but it also is like just kind of getting your whole body warm. We do like push-ups and jumping jacks, awkward little dances behind, like before we go on stage. And
we also got advice once. A person told us to be careful.
Oh yeah. I won't say we actually. It's
just
funny.
a general be careful.
So we like had just released the EP, played our first show in Oshawa, and he came out and he really liked it. Wrote a great article about us, and then we played our second show in Oshawa, and he came out. Good to see you. Like great to see you again. He's like, yeah, your new songs are a bit darker. I was like, yeah, I mean like 2 of them are. Like the rest of them are pretty. He's like, be careful. And I was like, that was it. That was the conversation. Like, that was it.
So following up that, if you guys could play music in any decade, what would it be? 70s, 60s.
I'd definitely play Motown.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Typical bass player.
He tries to whenever we're sound checking, we're like, could we get the vocals up? And the entire time it's like, boom, 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 boom. Like we're like, oh no, stop it.
Motown.
60s or something.
Good time.
In terms of like strictly a musical aspect, Mississippi Delta blues, but then you have to take into consideration like the social implications of a lot of music kind of comes out of struggle. To be like, yeah, I'd love to like play this music, and would I really like to be a part of how that music was birthed? No, not really, because it's a struggle that personally I can't really identify with. But yeah,
that's
good
good
music.
Point too, though.
Great music though.
Yeah, exactly. Your first LP, the highest one, the EP. The album still has a very, it's very like dancey and poppy. It's a great album to just like put on and dance in your kitchen, That's what well, I do. In terms of dancing, who has the best and worst dance moves?
Joel has I think
Best
both.
and worst.
He's got the best and worst.
My limbs are just too long.
And he's able to move his long skinny body in the weirdest and most effective possible ways. Yeah, it's
So Nick said for this, and I quote unquote, said, Joel is my man crush.
Thanks, Nick.
His long hair is exactly what I wanted mine to look like.
Oh,
I
that's
won't
really
file it
sweet.
specifically.
I will go on that.
So any tips with the hair, And
Well,
Nick
recently,
said,
actually,
"I love pretty sweet
inspired by Paul, I got the same haircut as my mom.
Yeah, the
I
mom
think
cut.
it's good.
That's bad.
Just the one.
I don't know if I want to cut my hair like my mom.
They say, actually,
mom.
I think it was Nietzsche that said everyone wants hair like their mom.
So what are some of your favorite festivals or venues specifically that you guys have played in the past?
We have one story that we've told before about we played our first show in Kamloops, and we showed up at the show and we were the only band on the bill.
and the promoter.
Yeah, just had not promoted the show, and he readily admitted it to
just
us. He's
told
like,
us.
guys, I'm sorry, I just didn't promote the show. I didn't get a local opener. Anyway, I've got your full guarantee, like I'll pay you, just you can play the show. And 2 people came who are like super fans of the band.
Okay.
Bought more merch than we sold at like any other show. And we just they just came on stage and we just played the show like we know. And it was an amazing show, you know.
Like we played Way Home, which in my head I've kind of been like, yeah, that's my favorite show. But like, it was cool. And I don't have as much sentimentality attached to it.
I guess talking a bit about, you're talking about nostalgia and attaching your sentiments to different things. How does this maybe reflect the music, specifically with Dazzle Camouflage?
Not that everything's related. The last almost year, it's hard to kind of talk about our band without referencing or without talking about it in relation to the album, because it's been like so much time, and then getting the tour to the point where it's like people come to it and it's not like, oh, that was a cool show, but being like, whoa, like that was like a show.
And we very intentionally do everything ourselves. Like Doug started writing the songs for this album nearly 2 years ago,
Joel working on image of what we want to present.
I mean, we have people that we work with, but a lot of it we just do ourselves.
Last question. So, okay, have you guys seen the movie The Lobster?
No.
And essentially, when you're single, you get sent to this, I guess, like, retreat, whatever. You have 45 days to find your mate or your match.
Are we talking like? Are we talking like purely like
judge that?
procreation, kind of like find your mate? Or are we talking like
You have to fall in love.
fall in love?
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fall in love. Here's the L word. Okay.
Okay.
So you have 45 days. And if you don't find your love in 45 days, you get turned into an animal. Okay, so without answering for yourselves, which animals do you guys think each other would be?
I think Liam would be like something that lopes, like a deer, or like something that really has like
Antelope.
antelope.
What is happening?
Joel, I would say Joel is a very large, would it be bipedal bird? Is that right?
Oh,
yeah.
Like,
he's a
cause
bird.
if you would have to see his dance moves, because like he really does like he does his bird things true.
Not a
Right.
rubber man.
But it is true. Like
No
they'll
fact
like,
checking, yeah.
no. They walk on 2 feet. I promise you, they're real.
I think Paul will probably be lion.
I'd say lion or goat.
Yeah, goat.
I'm just kidding.
Goats are cool.
I can
I
see-
don't know. It
Ooh.
wasn't on purpose,
Miniature
but I
horse.
love them.
Miniature horse.
Miniature horse for Paul.
A pony.
Okay, a pony.
What would I be? Oh.
I see you like an otter.
Yeah, otter.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say eagle.
Both equally magnificent.
That is
Yeah.
definitely
Carrie, I would see you as
A rabbit.
rabbit. Yeah.
Okay, a rabbit.
I've gotten that before.
Or a,
Yeah, totally.
What would you be?
We'll be around.
What would you be?
Lobster
Go
was actually
through it.
That was quite ideal. Yeah.
All
You kind of like lurk around. What's up with predatory? That's a predatory animal.
Basically, you're a scavenger.
Either way, they're just going through the list of scavengers. If one doesn't click, they're going to the next one.
Okay, cool. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys.
Oh,
you.
thanks for the good questions.
We're looking forward to the live session, so I
Yeah.
guess we'll set up for that. But thanks a lot, guys.
cool.
Sounds good.
Don't look at my back.
Yeah, me too. Sitting in that.
I need some mineral water, quick!